Assalamualaikum and very good morning, sir. My name is Muhammad Shubin Ali Rahman. Today I'm going to talk about our introduction about the Royal Malaysian Police Ethics. The Royal Malaysian Police (RMP) assumes of a multifaceted role as the guardian of law and order, entrusted with the responsibility of maintaining peace, safeguarding citizens, and upholding the rule of law. Inherent with its mandate lie a myriad of ethical challenges that demand critical examination and thoughtful resolution. The first one is corruption. Strengthen transparency and accountability mechanism within the RMP to root out corrupt practice, promote integrity, and encourage public reporting. After that is abuse of power. Implemented comprehensive training program focusing on human rights and professionalism to mitigate incidents of misconduct and exercise force, while establishing the channel for civilians to report abusing and ensuring impartial investigation. After that is selective enforcement, standardize enforcement procedure and provide training on bias awareness to ensure consistent and impartial application of law across all the segments of society, while fostering dialogue between law enforcement and marginalized community. After that is police brutality. Implement strict protocol governing the use of force, establish independent oversight body to investigate misconduct, and invest in community-oriented policing strategy to prevent violence, confrontation, and build trust. Addressing this point, collective will contribute to rebuilding public trust, promoting fairness, and fostering a safer and more just society in Malaysia. Thank you, sir.
Thank you Mr. Shuaib for the kind introduction. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera. My name is Azrin bin Ashri, student ID 2023634458. I will continue about the bribery issue in RMP. RMP stands for Royal Malaysia Police. We will talking about the bribery issue in RMP, recent cases and investigation, recent integrity violations. We start with bribery issue in RMP. Bribery is a big problem in RMP. It affects their honesty and reliability. Officers sometimes take bribe to ignore traffic offences or speed up process. Reason for this include low pay, poor oversight, and a culture where bad behaviour is not punished. There is an effort taken by RMP which is to stop bribery, include internal punishment and anti-corruption campaigns. They are also call for better recruitment, training and pay for the officers involved. Next, we move to recent cases and investigation. Some high-profile cases show the need for better oversight for this. For instance, an officer was accused of extorting and raping teenager from Uzbekistan. This high-profile case can tarnish RMP image. The RMP works with the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission on an initiative like the Strategy Anti-Corruption Campaign program, which can help to reduce bribery issues. Recent investigation like the one into a senior officer taking bribe show they are taking serious action against corruptions. Last but not least, recent integrity violation like corruption and abuse of power damage public trust. Data show that lower ranking officers are most involved. In 2023, there were over 5,400 complaints about officer misconduct. This problem highlights the need for strong internal investigation and reform to ensure all officers follow high ethical standards. To sum up this, bribery and integrity issues in the RMP needs to reform and a strong commitment for ethical standard. By addressing this problem, we can regain public trust. That's all for my presentation. I'll pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
My name is Muhammad Rasli Zamin Abdul Rashad. My matrix number 202368966686. So today we will discuss the principal value of the Royal Malaysian Police or RMP and how these values are applied within the organization to ensure a high standards of policing. Integrity is enforced through strict anti-corruption policies and regular integrating training. The Internal Affairs Division plays a crucial role in investigating complaints and ensuring officers are held accountable. For instance, officers found accepting bribes face disciplinary actions, including suspensions or dismissal. The second one is professionalism is maintained through a continuous training program and clear standard operating procedure. An example of this is the implementation of advanced forensics training and to improve crime investigations capabilities, ensuring officers are well prepared to their duties. The third one is accountability is ensured through transparent reporting systems and public feedback mechanisms. Body cameras, for example, are used to record interactions with the public, promoting transparency and accountability. The next one is respect for human rights is upheld by training officers in human rights laws and implementing clear policies against abuse and discrimination. Strict protocols are in place for handling detainees to ensure their rights are respected. Impartiality is promoted through non-discrimination policies and diverse recruitment. Officers receive training to handle public demonstration impartially, respecting the rights of all participants. Confidentiality is protected by data protection policies and regular training on information securities. Secure communication channels are implemented to handle classified information and prevent leaks. The other one is service to the community is demonstrated through regular community meetings, outreach programs, and public service campaigns. For example, neighborhood watch programs are organized to involve the community in maintaining safety. Finally, the discipline and conduct are governed by a clear code of conduct and regular performance reviews. Officers who exhibit exemplary conduct are recognized and rewarded, reinforcing positive behavior. These values and practices ensure that Pdrm operates with integrity, professionalism, and respect for the rights of community it serves. So next, we will discuss the organizational culture within the Royal Malaysia Police and how it fosters uniformity among its members through both formal and informal guidelines. To create a solid organizational culture, RMP uses official protocols such as Comprehensive Standard Operating Procedures or SOPs and mandatory ethics training. SOPs provide detailed instruction for various operations, ensuring that all officers perform with duties consistently and according to established standards. For instance, RMP publishes an extensive handbook that covers every facet of police operation, from making an arrest to interacting with the public, promoting uniformity across the organization. Mandatory ethics and integrity training is another crucial aspect. Regular training sessions for all officers emphasize the importance of moral conduct and honesty. This session helped develop a strong sense of moral accountability and responsibility, encouraging uniformity in officer behavior. As highlighted by Focus Malaysia 2022, frequent integrity training sessions aim to prevent corruption and misconduct. In addition to formal guidelines, RMP uses informal rules to reinforce its organizational culture. Mentorship programs play a significant role, with senior officers mentoring new recruits to impart organizational norms and principles. This mentorship fosters a sense of continuity and shared purpose within the RMP. RMP also supports cultural practices that promote harmony and cooperation. Regular get-together and team-building exercises are organized to foster camaraderie among officers. These activities help build trust and cooperation, essential qualities for effective teamwork in law enforcement. Reports on RMP's community involvement activities emphasize that social gatherings and team-building exercises are regularly arranged to strengthen bonds among officers. Together, these formal and informal rules support a strong organizational culture within the RMP. By setting clear guidelines and fostering healthy relationships, RMP ensures that its officers collaborate effectively and uphold the organization's values, ultimately enhancing the effectiveness and integrity of the police force. So we go to the next part of my final presentation, which is we'll explore the integrity systems within the Royal Malaysian Police. RMP has instituted comprehensive norms and behavioral requirements to uphold integrity. This framework includes ethics committee and regular internal audits. Ethics committee monitor officers' behavior, ensuring adherence to ethical standards, while audits help identify and correct potential breaches. For instance, RMP's integrity section conducts ad hoc audits on various police units, significantly reducing the risk of corruption and misconduct. Behaviorally, RMP enforces these norms through continuous monitoring and auditing. The Ethics Committee play a crucial role in maintaining these standards, and regular internal audits ensure compliance. This proactive approach includes integrity checks to reinforce moral conduct across all departments. RMP's core value of integrity, accountability, and fairness are actively practiced through a system of reward and penalties. Officers who refuse bribes or report unethical behavior are publicly commended, providing a strong incentive for others to follow suit. A recent example includes several officers who were recognized for their honesty in rejecting large bribes during a high-stake operations. By integrating the system and norms into their operation, RMP not only strengthened its internal culture but also enhanced public trust in their commitment to ethical behavior. This comprehensive strategy ensures that integrity is both to declare and practice value within the force.
Hi, my name is Rosita Diana Najmari. Royal Malaysia Police ethical challenges analyze 6 main points that need to focus. The first point is accountability and transparency. All authorities must adhere to high ethical and transparent standards. The Auditor General report in 2012 said that 309 Royal Malaysia Police asset value at 1.33 million ringgit was reported stolen between 2010 and 2012. The item this stole is include 150 handcuffs, 44 firearms and 26 cars were among the most expensive items lost. The second main focus is use of force. This involves the unauthorized use of force or the unjust treatment of people inside the policing system. Reasonable suspicion during the investigation stage is one area where police discretion might be misused. However, the nature of discretion when people use their power can result in a psychological consequence that influence the entire chain. In the case of RBC Fikun, this case indicates that a police officer may limitingly approach any suspect and that the suspect cannot leave if the officer is concerned about them. The third main focus is corruption. Law enforcement officer who have reason to think that a violation of the current code has happened or is going to occur must notify the incident to their superior authorities, and if required, the other competent authorities or urgent with reviewing or remedial authorities. Senior Malaysia police officer meet for the first day in November 2003 to examine the application of international law and norm to policing at a seminar organized by the International Committee of the Red Cross, ICRC, and the Royal Malaysia Police. The season will allow officers to learn more about the CRC mission and operation. Fourth main focus is human rights. This time, police have the legal authority to legally limit people's rights and liberty. Policing is frequently associated with the negative duty of the state. For the most part, the validity of the use of the power can only be reviewed after the fact because police must have discretion in deciding when and how to act and not act. This requires a working accountability mechanism. The fifth is ethic and religious sensitivity. Malaysia is a multicultural nation, home to people and many different ethnic and religious backgrounds. The three main point and the key point that must focus in this ethic and religious sensitivity is cultural awareness and sensitivity, religious tolerance and freedom, and preventing discrimination and bias. The last key point to analysis of challenge for Royal Malaysian Police is community relation and trust. Reaching out to various groups, particularly graduates of underprivileged, one with the limited access to the police service, may present difficult for the Malaysian Royal Police. It takes proactive measures to address community member concern, include in decision-making process and customized enforcement tactics to fit their unique need and call in order to develop trust. This will help to cultivate a culture of collaboration, trust and cooperation.
Assalamualaikum Doctor, my name is Shara. Next, I will present a solution and improvement. So, the solution that RMP has done to eradicate the ethical problem in RMP is the Royal Malaysian Police Anti-Corruption Plan 2020 to 2024, and the measure taken to combat corruption and enhance integrity within the organization. So, have a three strategies that is the RMP have implemented regular internal audits to detect and prevent asset loss and a corrupt practice. This audit involves meticulous planning, comprehensive data collection, and physical inspection. The primary goals is to identify any sign of a corruption or misconduct. The benefits are clear: increase transparency and accountability, better asset management, and early detection of irregularities. The use of advanced technology and safe reporting channel further support these efforts, reinforcing the RMP commitment to a corruption-free environment. Second is training and education. Addressing abuse of power among police personnel is crucial. RMP comprehensive training program on ethics and integrity emphasizes proper power use and respect for the human right. Continuous education ensure officers stay updated on the best practice on legal standards, enhancing their professionalism. Training also cover a communication skill, culture awareness, and ethic principle, all of which are vital of maintaining integrity and trust. Last but not least is enforcement of disciplinary action. The RMP enforce a strict disciplinary action against inappropriate use of the force, ensuring compliance with the law and human rights principle. The use of the force must be necessary and proportionate. Specific training in force handling, de-escalation, and a conflict management equip officer with the skill to handle situation without excessive force. Transparent and fair investigation ensure that disciplinary actions are based on a solid evidence demonstrating the RMP commitment to responsible policing and increasing the public trust. By implementing this strategy, regular audits, comprehensive training, and a strict disciplinary action, the RMP aims to overcome corruption challenge, enhance integrity, and boost of a trustworthy and a professional police force. This measure not only boosts public confidence but also improves the quality of a service offered by the police. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so our conclusion is one crucial point to emphasize is that the pursuit of ethical excellence in law enforcement is not just a moral imperative but also a strategic necessity for the Royal Malaysian Police RMP. Upholding integrity, accountability, and respect for human rights isn't merely about adhering to ethical standards. It's about ensuring the effectiveness and credibility of law enforcement effort. When the RMP commit to transparency and accountability, it's not only earn the trust of the public but also enhance its ability to combat crime and maintain order. Communities are more likely to cooperate with law enforcement when they believe officers are acting with integrity and fairness. Conversely, corruption, abuse of power, and selective enforcement breed resentment and mistrust, making it harder for the police to fulfill their duty and effectively. By prioritizing ethical conduct and implementing measures to address corruption and abuse of power, the RMP strengthened its legitimacy and reinforced its role as a protector of Malaysia's society. Ethical lapses not only tarnish the reputation of the police, but also jeopardize public safety and undermine the rule of law. In essence, Ethical excellence isn't just a lofty ideal for the RMP. It is pragmatic approach to building trust, enhancing effectiveness, and ultimately creating a safer and more just society for all Malaysia. Thank you, sir.